Hi, Jim Archeco, Empire Realty Group with Archeco Homes team. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the roadmap to buying a house. I got Gage Bush with Premium Mortgage here standing next to me. Basically, the first step is you're going to give me a call. We're going to sit down, get you signed with the buyer's agreement, and kind of feel each other out, make sure we're a good fit, and we'll start working together. And I'm going to get you set up to get a pre-approval from a mortgage company, this being with Gage Bush at Premium Mortgage. He's going to tell us a little about how this all works.
Absolutely. So Gage Bush, Premium Mortgage, best thing about starting off the process with us is we do a pre-approval versus a pre-qualification. With a pre-approval, the biggest difference is we've already reviewed all those documentation up front, so we're not having to worry at last minute, oh man, is this person actually going to be able to get qualified when the application gets turned in? We've already reviewed tax returns, we've reviewed bank statements, we've reviewed pay stubs as well. We know everything in and out of that file, so there's no surprises down the road. So once we issue that pre-approval letter, you know that client, that's the golden ticket. They're good to go and they're ready to start their house buying search, and they know exactly what parameters they have to meet in regards to what programs, what they're qualified up to. Kind of gives them a better idea of what they need to look for when buying a house.
And that's what we're looking for too, because we know that you can put them in a program and we might have a little bit of a better buying power depending on what program you are in too.
Do you need concessions? Do you not need concessions? That's one of the biggest things. That
cash guarantee, no cash guarantee.
Exactly. So that's the first step, is getting that pre-approval out of the way. That's the hardest part. Once they get that pre-approval, then they're going to start their house search with you. Go look around, get the house under contract. Once we get that house under contract, then we're going to go what's called attorney approval. Once they get that attorney approval, that attorney's going to go through, look at everything on that contract, make sure everything is agreed to by not only the sellers, but also by our buyers, so they feel comfortable going into that purchase, not locked into something that they're not really aware of. They're going to go over that contract. Once that attorney approval gets issued out there, we're going to then go what's called the mortgage application. Now, get big misconception. They think, oh, well, I already did that application. No, now we're finalizing everything. We're going over those numbers one more time. We're going over the product in depth one more time, and then they're going to sign off on that application right there. Once they sign the application, we're going to then order the appraisal. File is going to get pushed into the opening department. They're going to order the appraisal. They're going to verify tax transcripts and make sure that those match up with what's submitted with the IRS. And they're also going to verify all the employment as well, making sure that they're still actively employed. After we finish that part of the process, then goes to my processor. The processor will review all the documents before submitting it to underwriting. And then you're going to do a little bit back and forth here with the underwriter, making sure we have all our T's crossed, all of our I's dotted. Now, in a perfect world, it's a clean file. There's not going to be any conditions. But what we're going to do is we're going to push out what's called the mortgage commitment letter. That mortgage commitment letter is then going to have everything that needs to get done before we can get our official clear to close. Now, the underwriter is going to request a few documents on that mortgage commitment letter. When we get those final documents in, they'll issue that clear to close. When we get that clear to close, it will then go to the attorneys, and the attorneys will sign off and say, hey, let's get you scheduled for closing. Now, in a perfect world, it's going to be moving relatively smooth there. It's not going to have any issues. If anything does come back, we can solve it prior to getting that clear to close. Once they get the clear to close, they will meet with the attorney to get themselves scheduled for closing, get everything signed, and then they get the keys to their house at that point. It's a pretty straightforward process.
It's a pretty straightforward process to becoming a homeowner. How long does this mortgage process actually take? I mean, sounds like a lot of stuff here.
It does sound like a lot of things, but I always say we move as fast as you do. So if you get our documents in at a relatively quick time, you can see processes go from 20 to 30 days, which is not that much time. It's not that traditional 60-day closings like most people advertise. It's relatively fast. Keep it moving. We'll move just as fast for you, and then you can have your keys as little as 30 days.
And as far as going to get the pre-approval up front so we can start going to look at homes, how quick does that process take? How fast can I get somebody pre-approved?
I mean, if you need it the same day, you're getting it the same day. But realistically, all pre-approvals are done within 24 hours.
So as long as you get your docs over, they can get you pre-approved in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call, 585-766-3479. Thanks.
Thank you.